Excited to bring you guys Turner Talk number 31. This one's going to be managing emotions. Okay, so Turner Talk number 31, first Turner Talk of 2022. Yes, this will be exciting. Okay, so today we're talking about managing emotions. It's really important to understand how to manage your emotions. You're gonna notice my voice is probably a little bit raspy. Just got done coaching JOC this past weekend. We had a champion, 3 other placers, so we did pretty good. But yeah, definitely was doing a lot of yelling over the 3 days. So just try to get past that. So managing your emotions. Managing emotions is very important in wrestling, but also in life, because when you learn how to manage your emotions properly, you will not do things that you might regret later. Like whenever you get really upset, really angry, or even really sad, emotional in general, you do things you wouldn't normally do. And it's because you're not thinking properly, because you're not managing your emotions. When I get really angry and things like that, I get an adrenaline rush. And that adrenaline rush does make me temporarily, I would say, stronger. You're able to kind of exert more physical force and effort, but it also makes you more irrational. It makes you, it messes with your thought process, having all that adrenaline rushing through your system. You don't think as clearly, you don't make as smarter decisions. So it's important to be able to manage your emotions. And also, while you're going through that, like temporary rage, that's really what it is you're raging. You're also going to be exerting a lot of energy. And whenever that kind of subsides or that rage goes down, because you can't hold that process for very long, then you're going to be a lot more tired than you would have been. So when you're wrestling and you get upset, it's okay to be aggressive and things like that. But when you're wrestling and you get upset and you get mad, you you're gonna do things that you wouldn't normally do, and you're gonna get into situations that aren't gonna be the best for you. Like for instance, somebody clubs you real hard and you get mad and stand up and wanna club them or even punch them. Obviously those things aren't gonna be good for you, and they're not gonna help you win wrestling matches. So it's important to stay calm and stay focused, okay? Because that's another thing it does, is it takes your focus away when you get upset. Going to kind of little league type stuff, we tell our kids all the time, if you cry, you lose, okay? Because when you're crying, that means you're so emotionally overwhelmed that you have no other outlet or way to handle it but to start shedding tears and crying. Obviously, you're going to be taking shallow breaths and all these things, and it's not going to be good for you. So you got to do your best to manage your emotions. This also applies to coaching too. When we're coaching, we got to manage our emotions. I know this applies to me specifically, because I'll get so into matches and so wound up and caught up that sometimes, I'll make poor decisions. And so I really have to do a good job of remembering to breathe and manage my emotions. So now we'll get into the tips of how to do this. So one of the best ways to manage your emotions and regulate your affect when you're upset is to take deep breaths. Okay, everyone kind of knows it, but do you really know the process of how to do it? So when you're taking deep breaths, you want to make sure to breathe in your nose and out your mouth and get that oxygen circulating, okay? Because that oxygen is going to help you to think more clearly and more rationally and make better decisions. And so that definitely applies to coaching. So you want to take a deep breath in. Notice I held it for a couple seconds. You always want to hold it for a couple seconds, okay? You can also add in counting as well. So you can count between each breath. So you take a deep breath in. 1, 2, and you continue that process, and that will help you to calm down. And there's a lot of other calming techniques, like the push-pull method and other different things that you can do. There's also one called magic mustache, which is pretty good. This would probably be a pretty good one for coaching. There's a pressure point right here, kind of where your mustache would be, and you can kind of just use your finger and push on it, okay? And that's gonna help you to calm down, kind of push and release for like 10 seconds. So I could be coaching in the corner, have my magic mustache going. Everybody thinks I'm just kind of thinking or whatever, but realistically, I'm trying to calm down and not kill the official. I mean, I didn't say that. Anyway, okay, so use your calming techniques. And there's lots of other calming techniques too you can look up online, but I think really deep breathing is one of the most practical ones, and counting that you can couple with it are one of the most practical ones that you can actually do while you're actually wrestling and coaching and things like that. And once again, going back to life, managing your emotions is going to be better for you in life because I'm sure all of us have done things that we regret while we're upset, while we're angry. And so, just got to remember to do your best to stay calm and keep it moving. So, big shout out to Instant Media, per usual, for helping us get these rolling. And Happy New Year, man. Turner Talk number 31. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. Okay, see you guys.